Breaking news from WRAL. Coverage you can count on.
Breaking news in armed robbery in Durham. This is a live look at the scene. We'll have a live report coming up.
And our big weather maker this morning is wind that's coming through, making it feel really chilly. I'll show you what it will feel like as you head out the door.
Also, changing traffic pattern. The road closure happening tonight to put the finishing touches on a years-long project that'll have you making a different turn the next time you go to our airport.
And madness in the Triangle. You're looking live at the bracket outside the Lenovo Center, where today Duke will be playing its first round NCAA tournament game. What to expect from them and from the other local teams that will be hitting the court today. UNC will be playing in Milwaukee. Good morning, everyone. Great to have you with us at 6 o'clock. I'm Renee Chu.
I'm Jeff Hogan. Yeah, thanks for making us part of your Friday here as we get it all tipped up today at the Lenovo Center. You mentioned UNC at Milwaukee, but a local top contender in play today and top contenders from around the country right in front of us on our floor. Elizabeth Gardner, meantime, right over in the WRAL Severe Weather Center right now. That look at downtown. It is windy and chilly out there.
It is. Boy, stepping outside this morning, even just walking from the car into the building, it's like, oh, yeah, we're feeling it. We take a live look at downtown Raleigh. A little bit of cloud cover left from last night's front, but we will see nice sunny skies. Our wind is out of the northwest, though, at 10, and we're gusting 20 to 25. 46 degrees is our current temperature. We're going to hold it in the 40s until lunchtime, so it's really going to feel pretty chilly for the first half of the day. 43 Southern Pines, 45 in Goldsboro, 45 Southern Pines. So we're pretty consistent with temperatures this morning. We're seeing winds gusting at about 15 to 30. Look at that. We're gusting to almost 30 now in Fayetteville, gusting to around 25 in the Triangle, and all those winds coming out of the northwest, feeling really chilly. Hour by hour wind gusts, again, going to be 20 to 25 up until, let's say, mid to late afternoon, and then the winds should begin to die down. Our high temperature only in the low 60s, but I'll show you what happens to bring us a lot more warmth for the weekend coming up.
And we are bringing you traffic from the Live Center this morning. Good morning, everybody. Taking a look at the roads this morning. Things looking okay. If you notice that yellow crash icon there, I am monitoring a crash on Lewisburg Road and North New Hope Road in the northbound lanes. They are saying that it is a serious crash. I am working to get more details on how many people were involved. I did see a notification that there were fire trucks on the scene, so I am working to get more information on that. I do have a live look. This is I-540 at 401. This is just north of where that crash is happening. Not seeing any delays from this crash right now. That could change. I'll keep you updated here from the Live Center.
Michelle, thank you. Breaking news. Right now, Durham police are investigating an armed robbery at an auto shop on Hillsborough Road. WRAL's Kelsey Coffey joins us live from the scene. Kelsey, officers have been there for about 4 hours now. What's happening?
Yes, Renee, and it looks like this scene could clear at any minute now, but this is Mavis Tires and Brakes on Hillsborough Road here in Durham. So this is about 4 minutes away from Duke Hospital, if you're familiar with this area. Now, police say they received a call about this around 2 o'clock this morning. We still see just one police car here, and forensics is now leaving the parking lot. But it looks like police were focusing their investigation on the office area that's inside. We're working to get an update on whether anyone was hurt, and we're also asking police if there have been any arrests. Kelsey Coffey, WRAL News, live in Durham.
More breaking news. A man is in the hospital after he was shot in the chest this morning in Raleigh. Police say they are working to figure out where the shooting happened. They tell us the man's condition is stable.
Today, fans can watch some of the biggest and best teams in college basketball play at the Lenovo Center. Some top contenders there. 4 first-round NCAA tournament games will be played, including Duke's opening game. WRAL's Eric Miller is outside the arena this morning, and fans from all over the country, Eric, will be there today. They could see last year's national champion returning, and you could see a top contender like Florida or Duke. Somebody who could win the national championship be right there today.
Yeah, absolutely. There's a lot to look out for here today, Jeff. A lot going on. The first round here, very exciting. And as you point out, that Duke game top of mind for so many Triangle fans here at this point. Duke taking on Mount St. Mary's in this matchup here this afternoon. Of course, those Duke fans, they have had a lot to enjoy over the last couple of days, including an open practice last night. You take a look at this video here. You can see the players out there on the court, those fans packing the stands, parents and kids alike coming out to make some memories and to see this team in action. And you take a listen to what some of these folks had to say, you may get a sense of what they were most excited to see out there on the court.
I am here watching Cooper Flag play on the court.
So he's 3 years old, and he loves Cooper Flag, don't you, buddy? Yeah, it's his favorite.
Oh yeah, he thought he was coming to see LeBron James, so I had to break it to him that he's not here. But we can at least see Cooper Flag, who should be playing against LeBron James soon.
You at least see Cooper Flag, right? Flag back after having to miss the last couple of games of the ACC tournament due to an injury during their game against Georgia Tech. Flag, though, he was out there practicing yesterday. No sign of any kind of brace or tape. Instead, telling reporters that he's feeling 100% and will be out there for tonight's game. Of course, Duke, again, playing Mount St. Mary's. That game tipping off at 2:50 this afternoon. We'll be watching very closely to see what happens out there on the court. In Raleigh, Eric Miller, WRAL News.
Sensing a common theme there, Eric. Thank you. UNC, meantime, looking to move on in its first round game today. The 11 seed Tar Heels play 6 seed Ole Miss in a South Region matchup today. That game happens in Milwaukee. Tip-off scheduled 4:05 this afternoon. The winner of that game will play the winner of a game between Iowa State and Lipscomb University. Duke women will be on their home court tonight for their first round game. They're a 2 seed in the tournament, hosting 15 seed Lehigh at Cameron Indoor Stadium. Tip-off for that one is at 8 o'clock tonight. Before that, Vanderbilt plays Oregon at 5:30. The two winners will play each other on Sunday.
More breaking news. A car crashed into a home in Johnston County around 1 o'clock this morning. Video from the WRAL Breaking News Tracker shows damage to the front of the home on Stevenson Road. We're working to learn from Highway Patrol whether anyone was injured or arrested. A traffic alert for drivers headed to RDU this weekend. Airport Boulevard will be closed at I-40 starting at 10 o'clock tonight. It's to prepare for the opening of a new diverging diamond interchange. Detours are in place for northbound and southbound traffic on Airport Boulevard. RDU traffic should use Aviation Parkway as an alternate route. The road should reopen Monday morning at 5.
With breaking news we're following, look at all these planes parked at the busiest airport in Europe. London's Heathrow Airport is closed all day today. This is a live look right now near the airport. A fire caused a power outage that shut that airport down. London Fire Brigade says it has that fire under control now, but it is causing disruptions to flights and tens of thousands of people around the world. The fire broke out last night in an electrical substation right near the airport. It caused a power outage the airport officials are calling significant. More than 100 flights were in the air at that time, and they all needed to divert to other airports. Heathrow says it'll be closed until midnight tonight, and analysts say this could directly affect more than 140,000 people traveling today.
And here in the Live Center, we are closely following that story. A lot of flights that are in Europe, like Jeff mentioned, being diverted right now. A lot of flights being diverted to Manchester Airport. People that were supposed to land in Heathrow now being diverted to Manchester. It's about 200 miles north of Heathrow. But I'm taking a look at airline cancellations and delays. Obviously, Heathrow seeing the most right now. British Airways, the #1 airline affected at the moment. Here at home, RDU, you can see one canceled flight. Of course, it is to Heathrow. That flight was supposed to take off at 10:50 p.m. tonight. That flight has been canceled. And just out to our West Charlotte Douglas, they have 7 delays, 4 cancellations. Again, most of those cancellations going to London Heathrow this morning.
Today, Johnson & Johnson will break ground on a new manufacturing campus in Wilson. The $2 billion biologics facility is expected to employ 420 people once it is fully operational. Johnson & Johnson says it will also bring education partnerships in the community. Governor Josh Stein is expected to attend the groundbreaking. It's happening at 11 this morning.
Also this morning, a new clinic opens in Chapel Hill, providing specialty services for people with Down syndrome. A ribbon cutting for the UNC Down Syndrome Clinic was held on Tuesday. The clinic will offer care from infancy through adulthood. It is the first lifelong clinic in North Carolina, only the second in the Southeast. Appointments are available to book online.
It is 6:09 on your Friday. Selfie in question. Why prosecutors at the University of Idaho murder case say this picture links Bryan Kohberger to the crime scene.
Preventing Alzheimer's, the new treatment scientists say could be a major breakthrough in stopping the disease before symptoms even appear.
And it is blustery as you're heading out the door right now. We're seeing winds gusting 25 miles per hour in the Triangle and almost 30 down in Fayetteville. I'll show you our wind gust forecast and when it begins to die down a bit.
As you get into your car, tune to WRAL News Plus on your radio in Raleigh on 99.3 FM, in Durham 96.5 FM, and everywhere on 101.5 HD3.
6:13, and of course it's still dark out there right now. We had that cold front come through last night, and that is delivering chilly air. So these mid-40s that you're seeing right now are going to stick with us almost until lunchtime. It's also breezy out there. You can see the whirligigs spinning around in Wilson. We're seeing gusts 25 to 30 miles per hour currently. Durham and Fayetteville, of course, it's dark out there, but our skies are mostly clear behind the front. We're seeing winds out of the northwests, making it feel chilly. 29 is our gust in Fayetteville, and 24 in Durham and Raleigh, 23 in Rocky Mount and Wilson. It is mostly clear, so we do have the top of the tower here in our backyard lit in blue. Heading out the door, I'll tell you what, a jacket or a coat feels pretty comfortable with those chilly temperatures and the windy conditions. It's still cool as the kids get off the bus, highs in the low 60s.
And taking you out on the roads this morning, this is a live look, US 64 and Walnut Street. Plenty of people on the roads this morning making their way to work. Not seeing any delays there. This is also another look, I-40 at Lake Wheeler Road. Again, plenty of people on the roads, no delays. I am still tracking the crash on Lewisburg Road and North New Hope Road. This is a little bit of a closer look to see exactly where this is, just past the Capitol Boulevard exit there. If you are in that area, I am not seeing any delays from this. I'm seeing all green on the map right now, indicating no delays. So I'm going to keep an eye on this and bring you the latest here from the Live Center.
Michelle, thanks. Covering Wake County, parents at 2 schools are learning of inappropriate videos being circulated among students. Experts say this is a reminder to talk to your kids about the dangers of sending explicit videos and texts. This week, Cary police learned of a pornography incident involving students at Panther Creek High School. Another pornographic video involving students at Carroll Magnet Middle School has circulated among kids. WRAL spoke with John Van Arnhem. He's the founder of The Third Talk, which helps parents learn how to talk to their kids about online pornography. He says parents need to educate, communicate with, and monitor their kids.
We're not going to be able to put the toothpaste back in the tube with phones and with social media. So what it really comes down to is a child's knowledge and understanding and the ability to guide themselves through this process.
Wake County Schools told us appropriate disciplinary actions involving the situation at Carroll Middle are being taken. A spokesperson did not elaborate on what those actions are.
Newly released court documents in the Bryan Kohberger case include a selfie prosecutors think links him to the University of Idaho murders. They say Kohberger took this selfie on the morning of November 13th, 2022. Hours after 4 students were found killed in their off-campus home. A surviving roommate described the killer as having bushy eyebrows. Prosecutors say that makes this photo relevant to the trial. Kohberger's defense team calls that unfairly prejudicial.
A potential major breakthrough for Alzheimer's treatment. For the first time, scientists say evidence shows removing sticky protein plaque years before symptoms appear could postpone the disease. Researchers say the experimental treatment clears the brain of those proteins known as amyloids. Unlike similar treatments, this one starts the process years before symptoms appear.
They are given years of dementia-free life where they're not having any symptoms. They're living normally. They're cognitively normal.
Scientists say they want to determine how strong the protection is, but their meetings to review grant funding from the National Institutes of Health have already been canceled twice. And this comes as the agency faces funding restrictions and layoffs.
Today, a bridge in Robeson County is being dedicated in honor of a fallen state trooper. The NC-130 bridge over I-95 will be dedicated as the Patrolman James H. Marshburn Bridge. Marshburn was shot and killed along I-95 in September 1964. The ceremony to name the bridge after him will happen at 1 o'clock this afternoon.
Spring is here, and that means basketball, bunnies, and even Beetlejuice.
Yeah, let's talk about this weekend's best bets, starting off with that spooky musical Beetlejuice. The musical is based on Tim Burton's hit movie. It is at Durham Performing Arts Center through Sunday. There are still some tickets available, including a few discounted tickets you can try to win through DPAC's digital lottery.
And you only said Beetlejuice once. Okay.
That's right, yeah.
The Holi Hindu Festival of Colors is happening this weekend as well. Tomorrow, NC State will hold its Holi event starting at 2 p.m. at Stafford Commons. Also on Saturday, the town of Morrisville will celebrate at the Cedar Fort Community Center from noon till 3. Both celebrations are free to attend. And on Sunday, the Rookery in Hillsborough will host its Holi celebration from 1 to 4 p.m.
Also tomorrow, families can get out and about and enjoy some soccer. It's NC Courage's home opener at Wake Med Soccer Park. Kickoff is at 7 p.m. against the Seattle Reign, and tickets start at about $27. The team will honor former star player Jessica McDonald, and she will be joining us live on Fox 50 at 9 o'clock to talk about it. For more information about these events, just go to WRAL.com and search Out and About.
Oh, it's exciting to have Jess McDonald in the studio.
I know. I can't wait for them to sit down and talk to her.
You know?
If you're getting out and about today, hold on to your hat.
It is breezy out there and chilly, too. We take a live look at what's going on around the area. Of course, right now at 6:18, it's still dark. We get another 30 minutes, 45 minutes, and we'll start to see that sunshine. And we're seeing mainly clear skies for Fayetteville, Raleigh, Apex, and Chapel Hill. Chapel Hill's courtesy of Top of the Hill Restaurant. If you are headed out to the Courage game, tomorrow evening, it's their home opener, and the weather looks great for that. Saturday and Sunday really look good. But right now, we're dealing with winds coming out of the northwest. Once we saw yesterday's front move through, our wind shifted to northwesterly. This high will slide eastward and reverse our wind tonight to southerly, and that will bring us temperatures in the 70s for Saturday and Sunday. So it looks good. Low to mid 70s Saturday and Sunday. Green light. Get outside and enjoy it. The only thing that we'd have to watch out for over the weekend is, allergies. Our pine pollen starting to climb. Typically some rain will solve that problem, at least for a day or two. We are looking at our next big weather maker happening on Monday. We don't have any rain in the forecast over the weekend, but it's likely to be mid to late afternoon. By the time this front moves into our area, the rain is likely to be very light, so it may not knock down the pollen count too much, and we may be kind of back at it next week. This is a look at our rainfall potential right now. Through Monday, it's only around 1/10 of an inch or so. That could change. Hopefully it will. A couple of Sundays ago, we had some heavy rain in just a very small pocket of our viewing area. And so that little pocket from, say, Raleigh north and east is where we don't have any drought issues. The yellow shaded areas where we're abnormally dry, and it's moderate for parts of the Sandhills and some of our eastern counties. So a little bit of a change in the last week or so, but not a whole lot. We can enjoy this beautiful weekend, that's for sure. 73 Saturday and Sunday, and then potentially some light rain in the afternoon on Monday. After that, our temperatures are pretty close to normal Tuesday and Wednesday, but as warm as it's been lately, that may feel a little bit on the cool side. Michelle.
Thanks, Elizabeth. Taking a look at the roads this morning. This is another look. I-40 at Lake Wheeler Road. Sometimes the cameras like to pause and freeze on us, but it is busy out there. We are not seeing any delays on I-40 this morning. There you go. There's the live look. Taking a look at the traffic map, all of our major routes right now up in Durham, Chapel Hill, down by Fuquay and Fayetteville, they are all clear this morning, not seeing any delays. I am, again, keeping an eye on that crash, Lewisburg Road and North New Hope Road in the northbound lanes. There is a serious crash there. Trying to figure out more on that crash as soon as I get more information. I'll bring it to you from the Live Center.
Michelle, thanks. A crash victim remembered. How loved ones are honoring a Durham man who died when the car he was in was hit by the driver of a speeding stolen car.
Hurricanes in California after 1 o'clock this morning. The Canes wrapped up the first game of their West Coast trip. We will show you how they did.
And here's a look at your winning North Carolina Education Lottery numbers. What's trending is next.
This What's Trending report, sponsored by Rug and Home.
Today, what's trending? Some solidarity among women's sports.
The North Carolina Courage, are showing their support of the Duke women ahead of their NCAA tournament game tonight. Courage coach Sean Nahas visited the Blue Devils this week to give them words of encouragement. He also surprised them with their own personalized Courage jerseys. Love that show support. Yeah.
It's so sharp right there. And those coaches, you know, they have a special bond. They got to stick together. Actually, he has formed a great bond with Kara Lawson. Their texts her after every game, just talk about how things went. So pretty tight they are.
Yeah.
It's good stuff. Pixar is bringing Coco back for another go-around. Disney CEO Bob Iger announced Coco 2 during the company's annual shareholder meeting. You will have to wait just a bit. It's not expected to come out until 2029.
They kind of draw this out. This came out in 2017, and my family loves this movie. It is a beautiful film, and it also won the Oscar for Best Animated Feature in 2018. The music is fantastic and total tearjerker, as Disney knows how to do, and it's heartwarming. It's about family. It's so great. I will watch Coco too.
It'll be worth the wait.
It's hard to top the first one, though.
12 years later. Goodness. Today, Shaw University will celebrate the achievements of its athletic teams, with the university hosting a parade of champions today, honoring Shaw's women's tennis, soccer, and volleyball teams. City of Raleigh will proclaim it Shaw University Athletics Day, and it all gets started at 11 o'clock this morning at the Spalding Gym.
A travel nightmare at Heathrow, the widespread impact of a fire that has Europe's busiest airport closed down for the entire day today.
And today's biggest weather maker is last night's front that is leaving windy conditions with us this morning. I'll show you what it will feel like as you're headed out.
And a new court proceeding, the next step happening today as the race for a state Supreme Court seat remains in limbo over challenges to thousands of votes.